my friends that are on the live. Shout out to you, friends. No, I don't promote mine. Just do it responsibly, okay? But I didn't want to put nightcap in the title. So this is just my Monday night, nightly, nighttime review, nightcap review, whatever. And so this is where we are. Oftentimes, I like to go on a nice little walk. There's nothing like a good brisk walk in the winter and in the autumn when the weather is a little cooler. But for the nighttime, in the summertime, it's just a quick, you know, I would say maybe about half, I won't even say like a half a mile, the circumference, maybe from my house to around the block. I would say it's about, I would say a quarter of a mile because it would take me about, if I'm walking quickly, it'll be about 5, 6, 7 minutes. But if I'm taking my time and I'm leisurely walking, maybe 10 minutes. Anyway, shout out to everyone on the live. If you're on this live, this is the Monday night edition. This is New Life Raw Evolution. And so, happy Monday. We have just a little under 2 hours left for the day. And so, what are we grateful about? Oh my goodness, friends. Do you see the moon? Hold on. No, that's not the moon. I'm trying to get you in a picture of the moon, but I can't see it. It's bizarre. I mean, I have this nasty street light that's hindering it. And that's the worst thing about living in the city because you don't get a good shot of the moon. Okay. So do you see it? It's right there. Oh my God. It's that shining light is the moon. Hi, Jack. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Mommy. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a nice picture of the moon. I just went on like a nightly walk, I'm heading upstairs. It's Monday night. I went on live. I don't know how many of you friends were there. Perhaps you weren't, but yeah, that's the moon. And I think it's waxing gibbous. I'm not sure if it's waning, but I think it's waxing. Hi, Mommy. Yeah, so that's the moon, friends. I mean, oh my God, I wish I was in New Hampshire right now because honestly, I would have the most awesome view, like in terms of the stars and this and that. But yeah, the moon is a little, it's being blocked by this little tree. And so I'm gonna walk to my, in the direction of my home. And so now you see it. Do you see it, friends? All right, so that's the bright light. Yeah, that's the moon. Oh my goodness, why does it look like so effervescent? It looks like an angel movie or something. How beautiful. Yeah. All right, well, I gotta go. I don't have any more time to waste. I gotta get up in the morning. As you guys know, I am a working slave. So I just, did my little nightly walk. I'm cutting through um, a pharmacy parking lot, which is adjacent to my house. Well, not adjacent, but just a few feet. But anyway, I hope everyone on the live, everyone that checked in, had a good Monday evening. This is a little Monday, just a recap on the earlier live, we spoke about the shadow self and how, you don't have to any longer like suppress the bad parts of yourself. You don't have to like, hide. You don't have to be less than. You work with those energies, you work with those experiences, you work with those failures, and ultimately, we raise our frequency because everything that's operating out of the shadow self is low vibrations and low frequencies. And so I mean, essentially, that's just the basics. So, you're feeling down, it's parts of yourself you don't like, parts of yourself you wish like for me, I wish I wasn't such a people pleaser. And so that's a part of my shadow self that, I try to, hide. I want to appear strong. I want to appear confident and all that stuff. So, I'm talking to you friends, like I'll talk to anyone that I love. And so I want for myself what I want for you friends, which is like, happiness, higher consciousness, you know, to be awakened, etc., etc. And so ultimately, friends, this is what I want for you, friends. This is what I want for myself. Unfortunately, it is a Monday evening, and listen, we got through Monday night. We're heading into Tuesday. Whoop-de-doo for us. Because listen, for any working professional, we know Mondays are the worst. They are the most grueling. Whatever didn't be, whatever wasn't handled on Friday, Monday, you inherit it. It's a mess. It is what it is. But we are divine. Hi, Benz. I eat Snickers upside down. I mean, I actually don't eat Snicker bars upside down. I like to eat them horizontally. Yeah, I like to eat away the chocolate portion outside, just like the perimeter. And then I like to like bite into the top part of the Snicker bar. So, I mean, I like the fact that you see that, I eating it upside down. That's an awesome like trick or whatever. And it's probably hella cool, but I'm not versed in eating the Snickers upside down. But what I will do is nibble all of the chocolate and nougat from the perimeter. And then I work my way on top. So that's how I like to enjoy a Snickers, literally. And then once I eat off the top, nougat and chocolate, usually I'll break it down and eat the peanuts and the caramel or whatever. But at that point, I'm so satisfied by the chocolate and the nougat, I don't even need the peanuts and caramel, like respectfully. But anyway, yeah, so friends, I mean, it's Monday night. We are the collective. This is New Life Raw Evolution. Hi. Hi, friends. Hey, hey, hey. Hi. So, you don't think your girl is a phantom. There's no AI. I'm here. Yeah, she's in the flesh. Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of good lighting, and her hair needs to be done. OMG. Her braids are like 2 weeks overdone. So, to all my ladies, you already know what it is. The girly is not, the girly is not giving, honey. The braids need to be redone. That's why I got on the New York fitted, and it is what it is. Okay, respectfully. And I don't want to come to you, friends, as a little humbum or a little ragamuffin, but I feel like, okay, even if my physical is not all that, the message, the purpose, the mission is more important than that. So I hope that you friends are here for the purpose, for the mission, as opposed to like critiquing my looks. because at the end of the day, I mean, respectfully, I got a busted grill. Yeah, my teeth furniture is in dire need of renovations. Yeah, okay, and a lot of people have a lot of things that they want to work on. A lot of people have many flaws and deficits, and so it could be physically, it could be spiritually, it could be emotionally. There's many different flaws that we all encompass, and so mine's just happen to be like physically. Like honestly, the worst part of me is my physical stature. Honestly, if we gotta break it down to like character, integrity, mission, purpose, all these things that rank at a higher echelon, I'm exceeding it. But then if you want to get to the low vibes and you want to go with physical, then hey, I might be at the bottom three. Do I care? I don't, because what I do care about is what matters more, which is the higher ascension, the higher awakening, the rejection of the matrix. You get it? So I don't care if I look like crap. Like, I don't need lashes. I don't need nails. I don't need 18, 30-inch bundles to be somebody. But hey, if I got it, do I feel I'm magnificent, magnifico? Of course I do. I feel like I'm her. Yeah. But when I don't have it with some beat up old braids and a little nasty old fitted, do I still feel like I'm her? Exceptionally. Off the bat, I do. So with me, I'm not tripping on, the physical aspects, which many of you, unfortunately, that you derive your thoughts and your energy and your actions out of a lower vibration. You may judge somebody according to how they look. You may judge somebody according to how they speak. You may judge somebody according to what they bring home, what their salary is. Shame on you. I mean, because in this universe, it's bigger than that. Like, let's be above the fray. I am New Life for Evolution. And if you find yourself on this broadcast listening to this video, then consider yourself lucky. Not even lucky. Let's go further. Consider yourself divinely guided. Shout out to the divine consciousness. Shout out to all of our divine ancestors. Shout out to the conscious ones. Shout out to the ascension. Shout out to the awakening. And above all, shout out to rejecting everything that's false and tapping into everything that's true. Shout out to that. Yeah. And so many of us, we are so complacent. We're so like indoctrinated within the matrix. It's hard to escape. You know, you can never think about yourself, oh my God, like I got a job, I got a home, I got a car, I got the two kids, 2.5 family, two kids and a dog, and you're great. But do you know? Are you awakened to the reality? Do you know who you are and where you stand in this struggle? Because let me tell you this, and I'm done with the laugh. When the rain falls down, it doesn't fall on one man house. Remember that. When the rain fall, it doesn't fall on one man house. So everybody on this live, shout out to you. You are divine. Yeah, all that and then some. But know who you are. Know where you stand in the struggle. And if you are viewing this live, New Life Revolution, you are in the best place that you've ever could have been in your whole life. Because here is your awakening. Here is your divine consciousness. And you've been guided. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Until next time, friends, I gotta go. This was just my Monday nightcap night review for my friends. Shout out to everyone that's on the live that understand the shadow self, how we have to balance the shadow self, how we have to work with our shadow self, how we can no longer hide it, suppress it. No, that has been our biggest detriment. It's only when we bring it to life, we examine it, we assess it, we find solutions, we work, we move forward and onward. Okay. Shout out to everybody on the live. I just gave an intro to the whole shadow self. And so tomorrow I'm going to come with some real content. We're going to dig deep into the shadow self. We're going to look at scenarios. We're going to identify ways in which our shadow selves has been in the way of our betterment, how it has stopped us from growing, how it has impeded us from moving on to the next level in our lives. Okay? So tune in tomorrow, friends. Tuesday, August 12th, noon. I'll go live noon. We'll talk a little bit about it, perhaps, or maybe we'll talk about something else. Regardless, you're at the right place at the right time. This is New Law, New Life Revolution. I think y'all friends. Can I get a little light? I don't know. Can y'all see me? I don't know. It's wicked light. All right. So again, this is New Life Raw Evolution. Shout out to all of my followers, my subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are Divine Souls. We are the collective. Shout out to everyone listening, tuned in. Hope you have a wonderful Monday night. Hope Tuesday is better than Monday. And with that being said, until next time, friends, I'm out. Stay in the light. We are divine. We are the consciousness. We are the awakened. We reject the matrix. We're anti government. We're anti establishment. We seek truth, light, and understanding. That's what this is about. New life, revolution. Thank you, friends. Be blessed.